Hi, YouTube family. Oh my gosh, this is so weird to be back. I was on YouTube, deleted all my videos several years ago, and then regretted it. But anywho, so I am wanting to get back on YouTube to share my experiences, to share my struggles, to share what's been working for me, what hasn't been working for me. And it's all in the hopes of finding people like myself that are maybe going through similar situations so that we can be a sense of support and to just be authentic and be vulnerable. So I have been through hell in these past few years, and I'm still, I guess, experiencing a lot of darkness, but I am slowly getting out of this depression that I've been in. So I have been dealing with interstitial cystitis, which is an autoimmune disease, since the age of 20. And I am now 36. And this illness has really tested me on every level. It has tested my faith. It has tested my views about myself, my views about just a lot of different things. So if any of you guys watch my previous videos that I used to have, I went down this path of wanting to holistically heal this autoimmune disease. And when I was diagnosed at 20, I was told you have interstitial cystitis, you can't have coffee, you can't have tea, you can't have alcohol, you can't eat anything acidic. So nothing with tomatoes, tomato sauce, no oranges, nothing that's acidic, no lemon, no spicy foods. And of course, I'm Mexican, I love spicy foods. So at that age, I was eating junk food, and I just wasn't willing to be compliant with a diet. And so I just said, screw this, I'm just gonna live my best life and I'll find a cure for it on my own. You know, this is typical 20-year-old. And I went down several paths. I tried a holistic doctor in Florida. I tried not that long ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, to go to a Joe Dispenza retreat. No, that was in 2020. So yeah, 2020. I went to a Joe Dispenza retreat. I was confident, so confident that I was going to heal by meditating all day and, you know, pretty much just putting myself in a new reality. I got sucked into the whole new age, new thought. You know, if you have positive thoughts, you're going to change your life. If you meditate, do yoga, eat all the right things, you're going to heal your life. And I was not necessarily in a position to stop working and just, you know, completely devote myself to reversing IC. I was a nurse, so it's a very high pace, very high energy. You need coffee. And so the thing about IC is, so let me describe IC to those of you that don't know what it is. So you pretty much have a constant burning in your bladder. For women in the labia area, like in your pelvis, in your vagina, there's a constant feeling of needing to pee. And so it's affected me in a sense that I'm constantly going to the restroom. So overnight, I get up like 5-6 times to go pee. And so it's this vicious cycle of waking up, not feeling rested because you were up, you know, constantly, and then you're grouchy, and then you're fatigued, and then you need coffee, and then you need energy drinks. And it's a total like shit show. And I have been in the ER I've been to the ER twice in the past 6 months with severe pelvic pain, got misdiagnosed with pelvic inflammatory disease, all to be told, no, it's your IC. Now, I didn't think it was my interstitial cystitis because it's never presented this way, but it's only gotten so bad to where I have to really cut out foods that no longer are agreeing with my body. So I quit drinking coffee like a month ago, and that has been really, really hard because I don't feel energized. Like everybody, you know, for those of us coffee drinkers, like you need that stimulation in the morning to like get you going, to get you amped up. And it's just this wonderful feeling of like, you know, high intensity energy. And so to do that from 18 to 36 and then stop, it's just, it's hard. And so, you know, I've had many talks with God. I've prayed, I've meditated. You know, I really for all of my life from 18 till now, have really thought that I could change this somehow. And I'm not saying that it's not possible, but what I'm saying is that now I am to the point where I am accepting that I have an illness, I have a disease, and I may live with it for the rest of my life. And I'm no longer going to be angry about it. So I've gone through many, many dark places. I've been depressed about it. I have, you know, not thought about killing myself, but I've had thoughts of like, I can't live like this. There's no way that I can live a quality life when I'm constantly uncomfortable. You know, when I'm working, I'm constantly going to the restroom. It's just, I spend a lot of time in the restroom and it's horrible. And I've, you know, gone through periods of where I'm angry. I think what people don't talk about is when you have an illness, you have to grieve. You have to grieve a life that you want to live and the life that you're living. Like I would love to travel and you know, just do a lot of things without having to constantly worry about, you know, where is the restroom? For example, when I fly, I have to get an aisle seat and I get a seat right next to the restroom because I know that I'm going to be going. And so, also too, there have been times where I have to pull over on the side of the road and I just have to pee, you know, for short drives. It's not even, you know, long drives. It could be an hour drive, but I have to pee. So there's just been a lot of things that I've had to do to cope with this. And, you know, I have also partaken in doing like psilocybin ceremonies. So I'll make videos about it later, but I went full dive into mushroom ceremonies and Kundalini and Tantra and all of these things to try and help me heal. And although I got valuable experiences from it, it actually didn't help my bladder. It made it worse because I ended up giving my power away to people who were just looking for someone like myself that was desperate to take advantage of and take their money. And so it's been a spiritual journey as well. So I'm now a part of a different spiritual community, and it's made me kind of move into a new direction of self-acceptance. And what I love about this new community is they're vulnerable, they're authentic, and they're as real as it gets. And I'm not here to promote that community because you know, I just, that's my personal thing, and I don't want to tell anybody what to believe in because I believe that everyone will get what they need when they need it. So anyway, but what I'm trying to get at is in the spiritual community, there are real people that have other illnesses, chronic illnesses, and they still show up for themselves and they still become the best versions of themselves that they can, all while holding space for their self and their journey. So prior to this community, I was part of a love and light community that was very like new thought, like new age, new thought of like, oh, you can heal yourself. You know, there's no reason why you can't heal yourself. Like your thoughts are powerful, positive thinking. And I should have known better because these were people that were healthy. These were healthy people that have never had to deal with the chronic illness that are telling me that I'm not doing something right because I should be able to will it away and I should be able to, you know, somehow become one with the universe and heal. So I did fall into that and I believe that. But what I found is that then I just was frustrated because it's like, okay, why are things not happening when I'm doing all the quote unquote right things? But what I've come to accept now is that I may never heal. I may deal with this for the rest of my life, and I am working on getting to a place where I can accept that, where I can not be angry anymore, because a lot of anger has come up. You know, and anybody that has a chronic illness can relate. There is so much anger because you have to kind of grieve the life that you want to have, the life that you wish you had, and just totally accept where you are. And it's a very courageous thing to do and not an easy thing to do. And I'm proud of myself because I'm getting to that point. I'm not fully there yet, but I'm certainly moving in that direction. So anyway, I also wanted to talk about a new supplement. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. Again, I've tried so many things, so I'm just, I'd be surprised if it worked, and what am I trying to say? I'd be surprised if it worked, and I'd be really, really happy. But I've tried other things, so that didn't work. So, but I'm not losing hope. I still believe in supplements. I still believe in maybe relieving some of the discomfort and maybe not all of it. But anyway, so I was on YouTube the other day, browsing through YouTube, and I wanted to connect with other people that had IC. And I came across a nurse practitioner who suggested a few things, and I bought one of the supplements that she recommended. But I saw this other podcast about a lady that said that her mom and her sister both had what I have, IC, and that they made it their life's mission to create a supplement to help alleviate the symptoms. And now they swear that they can cure IC with their supplement. I know that's a pretty bold statement. And I'm probably, you know, I don't know if I'm silly for even trying another thing, but hey, I'm going to keep trying, and all while being on this acceptance journey. But anyway, I want to show you guys. So it's the Desert Harvest Potent, Powerful, Pure Aloe Vera capsules. So she said that her mom and her sister healed from interstitial cystitis by taking these. You have to take 6 a day for like a month, and then depending on how you're doing, you either increase the dose or you decrease the dose. And so yeah, I took 3 this morning, and I just kind of want to video log what my journey is like with these pills, so that if it does work, then I can help some of my fellow IC sufferers. And then if it doesn't help, I'm still helping them because they're saving themselves some money. I don't remember how much I paid for these, but they were not cheap. They were not like $10, $20. I want to say I paid like 60 something or $70, which in this economy, that's a lot of money, especially when I'm already taking a bunch of other supplements for other issues that I have. So in addition to the IC, I also have PCOS, which that's been a whole nother journey in itself. I was just diagnosed this year, and I'm not sure if I've always had it, but this year it like exacerbated, and I was in a shitstorm, and it's been a lot for me. So dealing with PCOS and IC, it has really, really taken me down to the depths of darkness and depression. And I'm finally, like I said, crawling my way out. There are still days where, you know, I'm completely paralyzed in bed, not wanting to move, not wanting to talk to anyone because I'm just so distraught. And it is what it is. And I'm just learning to accept myself, being honest about my journey, and not, you know, not shaming myself or not being angry at myself for being somebody other than who I am. You know, I wish I didn't suffer from depression, and I can't say that this has caused my depression. I think I've kind of always had a low level depression, but I'm stubborn. I don't want to be on antidepressants. They have too many side effects. And certainly when you have chronic illnesses, it really, really pushes you to the extreme, and it depletes you in many ways. And yeah. So I recently started praying again, and I feel better. I think honestly that's what's helped me, because after you get into these new age thoughts and all of these ideas that aren't yours, but that you're so desperate to try, that sound good on the surface, but in reality, they're not feasible for the everyday person like you and me who has to work, who has obligations. You can't just, you know, float away into these love and light, positive thinking realms, because I feel like that's almost like spiritual bypassing. But anyway, all right. So if you have IC and you're dealing with that, send me a message. I would love to connect. I'm not a part of any like IC support groups. For the PCOS, I'm definitely a part of a support group, and that's really nice. I haven't really found one for IC, so we'll see if I find one. And I am rambling. This is my first video in a long time, so I am all over the place, scatterbrained, and I'm sorry. Doing the best I can. Thank you all for listening. I truly feel like this next year is going to be a better year. I'm going to show up for myself in ways that I never have. And yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Until next time, thank you.